Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today, Kirk Cousins, the best throw of his career, overtime, NFL playoffs. Really excited. Talk nuance, detail, one specific play. This is throwing people open. This is what it looks like throwing the ball down the field, 50 yards in the air, the most important throw of his career. Really excited to dive into the details here. Let's get into it. Welcome to the QB School. Subscribe, bell, subscribe, bell, subscribe. All right, so big first down, coming out, 12 personnel, 2 tight ends in there. New Orleans is actually in sub or nickel. Big play action fake, in time, throwing it down the field on really a deep corner, flag, angle route, whatever you want to call it. Nice coverage by Robinson. Actually, a little PI if you watch this a little earlier here. Again, just football-wise, this is a really cool play because on a number of different things. But they actually had to burn a timeout after this. If you remember the Hill video I did the other day, after a big play, teams will often have to burn a timeout because they can't get up there and get set. But look at that. His hand gets in there just a second early. Now, this is slow-mo on slow-mo here, so go with me. Just a second early how hard that catch is. And that is throwing someone open. We'll see it from the All-22. He actually brings him back. You really don't want to do this very often, where you throw a corner or a kind of angle route to the corner of an end zone. There it is, burning the timeout because you can't get up and get set after a big play. With the Saints, remember with Hill after the big throw for the fair catch. They went hurry up and got it in. Right here, watch this angle. Normally you want to throw it on the angle of the wide receiver that he's running on to the corner. Look at that coverage. He's in his pocket, but he throws him back into the middle of the field, just a hair. Just a little fade right there. And because of the play of the middle field player, they're able to see Williams basically turns his hips. We'll be able to see it from the All-22. But the middle field player's got to help that corner right there. That's beautiful coverage, but that's a better ball. That is a straight up strike in the bucket. Amazing, amazing throw when it matters. So we're going to watch this All-22 a handful of times, but really pay attention to the middle field player. So when he turns his hips, for some reason, his hips are going the other way to Diggs. Right there, that's the only reason that this play is able to work, in my opinion. Not the only reason. The main reason is because he drops an absolute dime on him. But concept-wise, scheme-wise, what we got going on here, this is where this ball comes in. Now, I don't know if they had him on just a straight corner. It looks like they have him on almost like an angle corner where he's going to come out here. And normally they have it's either the front pylon, back pylon, whatever the landmark is on the backside. Usually get some sort of over. And I think Diggs is on basically like a big nod post or Dino, whatever you want to call it, where he's going to fake that thing. We'll watch all these things. But really, the thing to pay attention to is this middle field player. If he were to just stay in his pedal or keep his kind of hips square to be able to play both these guys, he'd be able to come out, I think, and at least have a chance to play this play because Diggs comes out and kind of gets in his own way with his feet here. He's not able to keep his speed out of that route. So he's never really a threat. But he's always going over there. So he leaves Thielen on this island with Robinson. And that's great coverage. Again, I don't think Cousins is staring that way. I'm not sure why Williams is going that way so hard. But this is what it's like to play quarterback in the league. That is covered. But it's also open. And so what I mean by that is that this corner, Robinson is doing a nice job. He's right there, right? Like he's right in his pocket. We're running right here. You got help inside, or you think you have help inside, so you're going to play outside leverage. You're going to be right in his pocket running. Come get your head back, playing the ball. But because this ball is so perfectly thrown, and because of where the middle field player is with his hips going the other way, Cousins is able to drop this thing just a little inside. It basically changes the route, which is normally this straight line, to kind of this, and then fade back just a little. That subtle fade, that subtle. When you got that great of coverage down the field, this is a 50-yard throw in the air. First of all, most people can't make that throw. But just this little subtle fade, watch that little angle. It brings him back to the middle of the field. Just this little, that right there, that's the difference. And then, of course, the play from the middle field player not being able to make it. And you can see Robinson, 21, is pissed that he thinks he should have some help with this. Because this is, it's great coverage. He looks back, ball brings him back just a second, just that touch inside, that little fade, and got him. But a 50-yard strike in the air, just so freaking good. And again, they're in 12 personnel. They're bringing 5, 22 on the right side, safety. They're coming. This is a nice block by the tight end, 84. being able to hold up here. Now, granted, that's a safety, not a defensive end. But again, the other thing to pay attention to Cousins-wise, quarterback-wise, is he gets this thing out on time. I don't necessarily love his footwork at the top of the drop. He kind of pops up to me. But when you throw 50 yards, it doesn't really matter. This is like the warning track throw. You got to get everything you can into it. Boom. But again, we see 24, and this is just straight up man. So they're bringing 5. What I mean by that is they're bringing 5. Safety, defensive lineman, these 5 guys are coming. Right here, we got man-to-man. What I mean by this is we have man-to-man right here. Back, linebacker. Tight end, tight end. Tight end, right here. So when this tight end blocks, 84 blocks right here, 22, we get a late green dog. But because he's coming from distance, he's not able to get home. He's got to get in here and add in faster, because this is why it's so important to get the ball out on time. We get a play fake, little play action fake. We get one big hitch, crow hop, 50 yards. There's no wasted resets, shuffles, 3 hitches. It's all about timing. You can watch the add in. 24 is late adding in. There he comes. If he hitches once or twice again, he's going to get popped. Got nobody on him. Free runner coming from the heavens. There it is. 1, 2, 3, hitch. Let it go. Boom. Dime. And now watch this angle. Just this little subtle fade back inside. That's the difference. It really is the difference. He's got the path, and you don't know. This is just playing ball to a certain extent. He's running on this angle, probably to a landmark on the sideline. He's covered in his hip pocket. But because he's so far away, this ball brings him back just a little, just that hair. That's the difference. Playoff football. Throwing the ball down the field, covered in the league. Dime. And you got to make a catch when a guy hits your arm early. Just so good on so many levels. Really, really excited to see that play for the Vikings. Vikings fans. You know, tough to watch for New Orleans, obviously. But that's just better offense beating good defense right there. That corner, Robinson, is in his hip pocket. And you'd love to have that middle field player be able to help you a little bit more, at least collision that catch at 50 yards down the field. But that is a dime. Like in the bucket, dime. So fun to watch. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Welcome to the QB School. That was silent for all you haters out there.